everybody, and welcome to the Shady Rays postgame show. That is Peter Moylan. I am Chris Rose, and boy, we all just have to exhale because Team Como, the college kids from the University of Missouri, came back with a 5 spot in the bottom of the second inning. They beat the two-time defending champion Forgotten Rotten 10-8, and thus secure the #1 overall seed come playoff time.
And some worrying signs for Forgotten Rotten, I'll be honest with you. Trevor Plouffe wasn't the same dominant force on the mound. Decent in the box, obviously. Dan Rourke still couldn't get that last out of this game, hence the reason we ended up with a 10-8 score.
And these college kids, man, Sammy Reazer came out and said, as they were getting their brains beat in the top of the frame, it doesn't matter. We're going to score 5. We're going to score 5. We're going to end up winning this one. Oh, so impressive. Quick reminder, head on over to ShadyRays.com. Use the code word warehouse. You're going to get 40% off your next pair of shades as well. Yes?
They're beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. Speaking of which, it's time to find out our Shady Rays player of the game. It is indeed the kid that knocked in the game winner, Sammy Reazer. Congratulations to him with the double, the 10-8 win. So in addition to using the code word warehouse to get 40% off your next pair of shades, you also get early access to the John Boy Media and Shady Rays collab pairs dropping later this year. As for the heroes of the game, they are standing by with Paxton Elrod.
Yes, I am. Thanks, guys. Sammy, absolutely incredible performance. You guys were down early, but you ended up coming back and winning with a walk-off. How are you feeling after that victory?
Crazy. I mean, we had just kind of a walk in the park game yesterday and thought that was absolutely insane, and now this is happening. There's not even a lot of words that I have on. That was nuts. Feeling crazy and feeling confident now, definitely confident.
Dan needs like 5 more minutes, and then I think he's going to change the attitude. He told me he needs 10 to kind of like process.
I'm a sore
everything.
loser if you guys can't fucking tell.
I think he did excellent today, and I told him, look, Rotten's been here before. We don't want anything clean. We're rotten, okay? We've been in the sewer. Both tournaments that we hung banners up there, we lost. We lost a game and came back and beat that team in the finals. I mean, does history repeat itself, Dan? You ever heard that one?
That does make me feel better. That is good. I didn't know that. I thought you guys went undefeated. You're both your routes.
Sometimes you got to just tip the cap. The boys played great offensively for Como. I don't think they can contain us offensively either. So, like, next time we face each other, I just got to be a little bit more crisp. I'll take the L today because I wasn't as crisp on my pitches. I was just missing, and I think next time will be a different story.
I think I was a little too much. I mean, I didn't see the readings, all that, but like I was a lot more, I think like 65-ish today than like 69. I think maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. And there's less run on the pitches. I don't know if I was throwing like a little too over the top or.
I thought you did great.
Whatever. I'm gonna figure it out. I promise, because that wasn't good.
Dan, did you get hurt?
No. I just fucked up my hand yesterday and then touched the wall lightly today and it reopened. So I'm chilling now.
Good. They kind of had a pitching rotation against you guys. It felt pretty strong early on. It
didn't work, and we scored 8 runs.
Yeah, it seemed like the offense was tight back and forth.
Both offenses played really well today. Like I took some good pitches as well offensively. Dan worked some walks, had a couple of hits. We hit the ball hard. That's what I think.
Yeah,
we hit
offensively
the ball really hard. We
really
felt good. I'm still kind of finding my rhythm offensively too. I find myself barrel getting there. But I need to kind of like slow it down a little bit. I'm still cranking it, I need to like chill for a little bit.
One last thing, Trev. It seemed at one point you might have been chirping at the umpires or like having a little conversation. Is everything good between you and Kyle?
Dude, Kyle, like I don't get it. Like we've had this kind of like beef before last year. I don't know if it's carried over. He was looking at me number 1. I don't like that. Don't look at me, bro. I'm playing, right? And then he put the warm-up balls right on the mound. Like where am I supposed to warm up at? Move them to the side of the mound, bro. And then he wasn't giving me a game ball. So look. Kyle needs to figure that out. If he's out there for these postseason games, clean it up, bro. Clean it up.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Espo.
This was definitely the craziest game we've had so far in this tournament, offensively at least, like back and forth. How does that feel to play in a game like that and have that kind of ending?
I mean, it's a great experience to have that. We're not even to the playoffs yet, and to have that under our belt, it's huge going into the playoffs because we know what to expect now in those big games. Definitely.
After yesterday, I thought I'd seen it all, and I just saw a lot more.
A lot more.
So with all of this under our belts, I am more than confident moving on.
It was a little scary start, though. There was definitely a pitching strategy it seemed like you guys had going into it, but like there was some struggle to start. Were you ever worried that you weren't going to win this game?
Yeah, so I think it was decently obvious. Our strategy was let me pitch to Plouffe, give him some nasty stuff, and then Caden would try to just throw straight to Rourke and
throw strikes
to Rourke.
Throw strikes.
And, well, you see that didn't happen there the first inning.
It did not happen.
And so that got us into some trouble quick. But the big thing with that is there were some points where I had doubts, but at the same time, I wouldn't say I never thought we could win because we knew that coming here, hitting is what we do. Hitting is what we do, and hitting with a 69-mile-an-hour speed limit, you're not going to get a ton past us with a 69-mile-an-hour speed limit. So I knew that 5 runs an inning was doable. So I never counted us out of that game once, no.
Awesome. Sammy, you seem to talk a lot on the mound and at the plate. I feel like you're talking to yourself. Are you hyping yourself up? What is that?
It's a little bit of both. I'm definitely hard on myself, but also I get hype and just, like, I don't know, it helps me, like, just maneuver through things when I say it out loud, and even when I'm not mic'd up, like I'll just be talking to having conversation with myself. I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm not doing it for anybody, but it's literally just because it just comes out. But I like to have fun with it, and when I'm saying it out loud, I can like hear it myself, and yeah, I'll get mad at myself. I'll hype myself up. I'll hype my teammates up. But if I'm talking the whole time, it keeps my head going and not thinking too much.
Also, whatever you said about me during that game on the field, I deserved it during the time.
What? I was talking down on him a little bit after throwing strikes. I was like, he was throwing like 45 at one point. And I was like, my brother. But then he picked it up. But then again, when he threw 3 straight strikes to Rourke at the end, I was as hype as I was at any point in that game. So I like to. Again, bad things and good things. I'll say it out loud.
I would be mad at myself too.
Yeah, but yeah.
Did you know you threw over 100 pitches so far in this tournament?
Did I really? That's
where
ridiculous
we're at,
to me because I came into this tournament like, all right, let's throw as little pitches as possible because I have a torn posterior UCL ligament and it doesn't restrict me from throwing, but it doesn't feel great. So I was trying to limit the pitches, but. You said I threw 100 pitches. I had no idea because I'm having a ton of like fun. That was so much fun. That game was so much fun. The fact that I'm here, I'll throw 300 more, like 400 more. I'm probably going to.
Yeah. So you feel healthy? Like
yeah. No, I'm ready to go. Let's do it again right now. Come on.
Awesome. That's it, guys.
Yeah. Great game, Trev. Great game, Dan.
Yep. Really good game, and probably I would assume going to run into him one more time, and I'm excited for it. Let's do it.
We'll throw more strikes next time.
Yeah. Come on.
Paxton, we have had some amazing games. In fact, 4 of the 7 have been decided via the walk-off. This was exhausting for everybody.
This was exhausting. We definitely saw a lot of the new rules implemented. I think there was a lot of times during this game we were having to calculate things and ask questions and all of that. But, I mean, top to bottom, an absolutely incredible game, an absolutely incredible offensive showing from both of the teams.
I think one of the questions about Team Como coming into this thing was, sure, you've played a lot of blitzball. You haven't played in this warehouse where people are beating on the stands. It's loud. It's raucous. It's like the Bronx has come to Jersey City or something like that. They have passed with flying colors as they are the 1 seed heading into the tournament, don't you think?
They definitely have. And, I mean, you know, we definitely saw parts of this game where they struggled a little bit, and we saw Forgotten Rotten take advantage of that. But, I mean, once Trev got on the mound and he's kind of started slipping a little bit, we definitely saw Como take advantage and pull out a victory.
Yeah, there's no question. This is the most we've seen Trevor Plouffe struggle
Yes.
on the mound. But wouldn't count him out.
No,
As he
never.
made the point, listen, we lost earlier in the season, both times that we ended up hoisting the banner.
They did.
So
and
we know how to rebound.
And that's Trev, right? I mean, he kind of needs a game to put a chip on his shoulder, and then he always comes out winning in the end. So I wouldn't count him out ever.
So congratulations to Team Como. They will be the 1 seed. Love Yous will be the 2 seed, and then there's a lot of stuff still to unravel. One more regular season game still to come. It is Team Baggage. It's the bosses, Jimmy and Jake, taking on Pinstripe Strong. So one of those 2 teams or McFlurry Power will end up being on the outside looking in. We will find out who that will be the next time when we see it for the regular season finale. This has been the Blitzball Battle post-game show presented to you by Shady Rays.